and I see people holding hands. I smell food to share. I hear joyous singing. I taste many ethnic foods, and I feel as one with all.
I'm going to be reading a Quentin poem. I stand what is right, helping, speaking, loving, be kind.
Imagine a school with strong foundational reading skills for all. FastBridge is one of the assessments that we use to see where the kids are. It's nice to see that it tells you, hey, this is where your kid is at. This is where they're supposed to be. Well, so far, I've actually started implementing some of these ideas. My small groups have improved a lot. It makes it easier for me to go back to the basics. And I think that's really important with the kids that struggle. And once they're like, oh, this is actually something that I'm capable of doing, like I understand it, they get more confident. I just see a huge change in them. And then the next week, they're at the next level. I imagine a world where students are confident in their reading skills to the point where they can actively imagine themselves making progress. I want my kids to have that confidence. And if they believe that they can do better, they will do better.
Imagine having students be able to feel comfortable with their reading level. It would make me feel pride for them and excited about what's next in their education and in their academic career. One of the nice things about Talahi is that we have a nice big intervention and ADSYS team, and we are able to really be able to service as many students as we possibly can. You build a different relationship. You're able to have those students feel confident and comfortable with whatever reading level they are at. That skill level can be built upon in a deeper and more enriched way than it might be able to be in a classroom where they are amidst all their peers. I have a second grade student who came into the school year really apprehensive about even just using her voice and being heard. And once we figured out what some of those needs were that she had, and we were able to address those in our small group setting, she's felt a new level of comfort with being able to share her reading and being able to read in front of others. Imagine we have third graders all feeling confident about what they can read and the level that they are at when they leave our school to head over to Lincoln for fourth grade.
Good morning, Lincoln All-Stars. This is Miss Edna and Radia with you this morning. I'm so glad you are here today and part of our Lincoln family. I am announcement anchor. My job is to do announcements, and I am pretty thankful for this job though. My favorite part is I get to tell everyone the daily news with Miss Edna and Miss Anderson. I was born and ready for this thing.
Imagine a school filled with student voice. Student jobs really started when we noticed opportunities on how to get our students to feel connected in a building and with our staff. And so we thought, well, why don't we put those two things together? Let's start with student jobs. It kind of evolved from there. We had identified different areas in the school that would be good for our students to apply for. Kids are coming to us saying, oh, I think we should have this job, or let's start that one. So we're just continuously getting ideas on how students are wanting to do more for their school and their community. Students are wanting to have that clock in, clock out process to their student job, the possibility of imagining themselves for college and career.
Student jobs have been amazing. That was a big thing that we were able to really pull into our classroom lessons, that in order to have a job, you have to be respectful and responsible and be kind, and they are so proud to wear their little badges. Saida is a perfect example of it. She was very shy. Having this job she just beams when she's doing it. She just lights up. She's so proud of herself, and Fabian too.
I'm a barista. I make coffee for Miss Edna and Miss Anderson. And the best thing is when I get older, I can be a barista because I had more experience. And I got lucky enough to get the barista job. I feel like I can do like a real job now.
And so that really has empowered the students as well. I imagine that this program is going to continue and blossom because we are seeing students that are requesting specific jobs.
One of my students who have a student school job is Symphony. On Wednesdays, that's the day that she's in charge of being the school gardener. She just knows exactly what to do and what classrooms to go and what plants to water, how much water. It's awesome to see her kind of being so independent.
My job at Lincoln is to go around school and water school plants. When I went into Miss Edna's office, the plant, it was looking sad, so I gave it water. It just makes me so proud every time I water plants.
I think it's so important because one, I feel like it's giving this incentive to come to school. Like for some kids, it can be really, really hard to have that drive, and I feel like it gives kids purpose. There's been so many times where I've heard Symphony say, oh my gosh, I have my school job tomorrow, or she'll come to school in the morning on Wednesday and be like, I have my job today. And it's just so exciting for her to feel like she has a purpose. She knows she gets to do it today, and she's just looking forward to it so much. And I feel like it also gives every kid who has a job a place in this school to see how much they can have a positive impact. It's beautiful.
We're building services.
As building services, we have to make sure the building is clean. We make sure the bathrooms are clean. We kind of like check for lost items.
We had to push open the door to make it like stay. And then if we just see any like ball or anything, we pick it up and put it back in the basket.
I like just being able to help out our school.
A connection that was built between school staff that isn't necessarily their classroom teacher, and it's their school. It's all of our school.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.